Well, we're going to start today's video with charging up our scythe. That's right, haven't used the scythe in a very long time, but since we are doing Sarachnis today, I figure let's use best in slot. Here we go, a scythe charged to full. Also have 3 elite clues. I'm going to go ahead and open those so that they don't get mixed in with all of the elite clues that I'm about to get in today's video. Unfortunately, didn't really get anything from the elites, although we did get a master, so we'll go ahead and do that. See what we get from the master. Pretty average, just like the elite clue scrolls. What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. Starting at 1,530 Sarachnis kills, we are going to be ending the video at 2,530 because today we're going to be killing 1,000 Sarachnis. Using Burning Claws as my special attack weapon, as well as a scythe as my main hand, and Missouri and Torva full helm so that I can tank as much as possible. I'm going to be making these trips last as long as possible. Hopefully 35 kills in inventory is what I'm going to shoot for, and if we can pull that off, I'll be very satisfied. In the inventory to help us maintain all of the drops, we're going to be using the Explorer's Ring for the high alchable items, Book of the Dead so that we can summon thralls this whole time using the Arceus spellbook, as well as using Death Charge every kill so that we can get our special attack back as soon as possible. And to make this grind a little bit more laid back, I'm also going to be using, of course, Arania boots, and these will be negating Sarachnis' sticky web attack. So very much looking forward to today's video. But first, well, before we continue with the Sarachnis today, I want to let you guys know about Creator Crafted's newest product featuring the enamel pens. 7 different choices to choose from, featuring Jad, the Old School RuneScape Genie, King Black Dragon, Baron, the Giant Mole, Rocky, and of course, Vorkath. With 7 different choices to choose from and only 100 of each in stock, the time is now to get on these pens, and make sure to use discount code MrNoSleep10 and you'll also get 10% off at checkout. Creator Crafted also has the amazing Old School RuneScape keycap set, which you can pre-order now. And if you're still on the fence, well, there's really no better time than right now because Creator Crafted is throwing a clearance sale and they have lowered the prices of select products to the most affordable that they've ever been. Be quick though, because once these products are sold out, they will not be returning. So many amazing things to check out, and a huge thank you to Creator Crafted for sponsoring today's video. Well, we are back. Now, something I did not mention in the intro is that I will be using Blood Furies the whole entire time, and if you combine the cost of using all of those blood shards that we will be consuming, as well as all the blood runes and vials of blood that my scythe will be consuming, we are going to be spending a lot of money on today's video. 1,000 Sarachnis, I hope, will be profitable. According to the wiki, it's about 450k profit an hour, and that's if you're not using anything that's going to cost you money, so something to keep in mind. Now, as it goes for the drops, we're going to get into all of the normal drops a little bit later on and some unique ones as well, but what I'm really looking forward to is the hard clue scroll and the elite clue scroll. It is a 1 in 40 chance to receive a hard clue here and 1 in 60 to receive an elite clue, and of course that does vary with your completion of combat achievements, but those are just the base numbers. So we're going to be gathering a ton of clue scrolls, and of course we're going to be completing them all, and I imagine we'll also probably be getting some master clues as well throughout the video. Now, the main goal is something that I probably should have mentioned in the very beginning, but it is the pet, the Sriracha, the spider pet here. It is a 1 in 3,000 drop, and we're going to be getting kind of close to 3,000 kill count overall by the end of this video, and getting this spider pet would be a great add-on to the fact that I already have an Araxor pet and I already have a Venenatus pet, so it would be cool to get a 3rd spider pet. Not a huge fan of spiders in general, you know, IRL or in RuneScape if I'm being honest, but it, you know, nevertheless, I got no hate for them either, you know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully get the pet today, and it is important to keep in mind that that is the only item, drop I should say, that I need to green log this boss as well, which is an accomplishment on its own. Alright, 100 kills out of 1,000 completed thus far, and we have gotten an elite as well as a hard clue, and the normal drops are stacking stacking up pretty generously as well. And what a surprise to see something that I really didn't even mention, the Sarachnis cudgel. Current price 117k. I have had one before, so we already have this on the collection log, but 127 kills into the video to see a cudgel. That is awesome. Yeah, I do hear about many people going on dry streaks for that drop, believe it or not. So I was blessed early on with that, and we'll just go ahead and bank that. One of the items I'm not going to be using my Explorer's Ring on to high alch is the Dragon Med Helm. I just want to keep those, so we'll stack those in the bank alongside the Sarachnis cudgel, which, speaking of it, there it is again, 187 KC for our second one. Using up all my luck here on the cudgels. I don't like that. We got to save that luck for the pet, but nevertheless, it's a nice 100k, so it'll help out the price check, I suppose. Not gonna lie, kind of wish it was a little bit more expensive, just to make this boss, a bit more lucrative an hour, but that's okay. I'm also not gonna be picking up the 3 different pages that you can get from Sarachnis, so just not really worth it in my opinion. Big congratulations to my good friend Blue for obtaining 2277 total level. Love going to max parties, I feel like I'm going to one every week now, a lot of people maxing these days, and it's never too late to, never feel like you have to, catch up or anything. It's never a race. It's always a long-term grind, and what a journey it is. Well, it's fun to be sidetracked. All right, back to the video. So we did complete all of our elite clues because I did manage to stack up 5 elites and 5 hards. I probably should have done this sooner, but I waited until I got 5 elites instead of just, doing the 5 hards and the 4 elites. But that's okay. I did manage to get 5 caskets of both tier, and it was a nice balanced break from Sarachnis because although this boss is very laid back, it can be a little bit boring at times, and it's nice to balance it out by doing the clue scrolls that you get from it. Plus, we kind of need those clue scrolls, just in case we're not going to make a lot of profit or even potentially lose money by using the Scythe and the Blood Furies. Those clue scrolls are going to come in handy, and we can also get master clues from just opening them up, so that's something to keep in mind as well. I really enjoyed Sarachnis. It had been years since I have been here, and I never was at Sarachnis when the Arania boots had the special perk that they do now. They might have always have had that perk, but the point is, I had never been able to take advantage of it, so it was really cool to actually experience that. And this is a pet that I've always wanted, so I really do hope I get it today. I haven't really seen a pet on my account in a bit, so I think my luck is due. A few times I would be doing clue scrolls, and when I would return to Sarachnis after doing the batch of them, I would bring full Torva. And if you do that, just because you're kind of like mindlessly banking and it's just a habit to bring the full set, you will die. So yeah, don't bring Torva here, bring Missouri. Don't forget that the magic attack is deadly, so that is why you don't wear Torva plate body or Bando's chestplate, etc., unless you're going to be praying magic. Here we have 2,000 Sarachnis KC overall. Beautiful number to see, and I guess I still haven't learned my lesson because I'm still wearing the Torva, but nevertheless, we are moving to the halfway point in today's video. Not really any excitement yet, we've been using a couple Blood Furies. I believe I'm recharging my second now. Started with one that was at 6,000 charges, so I wasn't really getting the full amount of the first one, but either way, that's going to cost some money. Luckily for me, though, blood shards are actually down in price right now, so that's going to help on, supply costs. The normal drop table here is excellent for you Iron Men out there. A lot of herbs, a lot of ores, a lot of alkables, as well as just some supplies and resources. Clue scrolls as well, we already mentioned that multiple times. And just overall a pretty laid back boss that anyone can kill. For you mains out there, you can also duo it, GIMs as well. You get grubby keys here, you get battle staves, onyx bolt tips, diamonds. So, it does kind of relate to so many different skills on your Iron Man account that you can train up with what you get here as drops. Lovely clue scrolls being banged, 13 hards and 12 elites. And one thing that I really do like about Sarachnis is that it is more easily accessible. You don't have to be a max main to kill Sarachnis. I've seen level 70s and 80s here. Of course, you have to know what you're doing, and you're going to have a lot less, kills in your inventory in one trip, but that's still okay. It's a good starting boss to learn after you maybe conquered Scurrius, or maybe you're interacting with Perils of Moon, and this can be something you do on the side. So yeah, it's definitely accessible, and that just makes it more, I guess you could say popular compared to other bosses in the game. And this boss was released on July 4th, 2019, so it has definitely been in the game quite a while now, and it's just considered to be a mid-level boss. Really, I would say most people kill Sarachnis for the cudgel, but there are other pretty good, strength weapons in the game now compared to the cudgel. However, I guess certain accounts out there are limited with their access to crush weapons, so that's why the cudgel's nice, and it's 65 attack too, to equip it. Somewhat challenging to obtain it if you go dry for it and you are a lower level here. There's no doubt about that. But even max mains need that as a drop to complete the log for this boss. One thing to mention is that the grubby keys are definitely stacking up nice, but we're not going to be opening up the grubby chest at the end of the video. I will be doing a grubby chest video in the future, so I figure like let's just wait for that instead. I don't really want to tie grubby keys in to Sarachnis. And speaking of Sarachnis, here we are. Loot from 1,000 kills has been completed. We are going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these clue scrolls, and then we're going to sell off the loot and show the RuneLite loot tracker. As you can see, looking in the bank, here's the overall loot. We got 44 egg sacks. That's pretty nice. Over 1,000 sapphires and red d'hide. Close to 1,000 dragon bones as well. Very cool to see. Ran into an old friend of mine from the wilderness course videos, Daddy, and I got a free gnome scarf. Thank you very much for that. I will certainly take it. 2 Sarachnis cudgels obtained in this video as we end up with all these clue scrolls here. Pretty interesting how we got that in the first 100 kills and we haven't seen any since. I did manage to complete 2 master clues while I got all the elites and hards completed, and unfortunately while I was about to price check the footage, I guess I pressed pause, and yeah, I didn't film the whole price check, so I'm just gonna sell everything and you guys are gonna see the overall number, and then I'll show the RuneLite. I really apologize. I'm not sure what happened there. That's what happens when I live stream my videos. I'm more prone to making mistakes, but overall 29 million GP was made in 1,000 Sarachnis kills, just finishing up the rest of the items, and then of course bringing out the alchable money that I made too. So yeah, 29 mil, and then we look at the RuneLite loot tracker here, and it is 28.9 mil, 2 cudgels being the highlight, 16 elites and 23 hards. Don't forget about those pages as well, 80 temple, 68 sun, and 56 moon, but again, we did not pick those up just to save inventory space. Overall spent about 40 mil on blood shards and fury, so I lost about 10 mil from 1,000 Sarachnis kills. But onwards to the clue scrolls we go. We have all these hard clues that we are going to be opening up now. We have not seen a collection log in a very long time, since we are, I think, like 6 away from completing the whole collection log on hard clues. So that would be cool to see, but you know what would be cooler is third age, but you know, can't get too greedy. Robin Hood hat maybe? I'll take whatever I can get to make back some of this money from Sarachnis. Looking back now, I probably should have used an Inquisitor's Mace and an Elysian. Yeah, maybe I would have actually made money. Maybe we'll try that next time. Alright, we got Zamrock plate legs, guys. Look at that. 129 out of 134. So only 5 items till we green log the hards. 3.5 mil GP made from the hard clues. Now for the 14 elites. Okay, we are going to surpass 700 elite clues on this next opening here. Beautiful. Look at that. What an accomplishment. I cannot wait till 1,000. That's going to look so nice on the high scores, and just in general, like 1,000 elite clues is a nutty number to see. Again, I always get asked, why don't I make these into masters? I just prefer doing elites, and also I committed to a goal a long time ago. I will never stop doing elite clues until I get at least 1 third age item, and then I'll most likely just be transferring them into masters so that we can then get a third age item from a master. All the elites have been opened, only made 2 mil from them. That is very disappointing, but whatever. 4 master clues to now complete, and maybe this will make up for the lack of excitement from the hard and elite clue opening. What is that nasty, disgusting Hasidious hood? I don't like it. And yeah, nothing from the masters, guys. 1 mil from them, and no pet from the Sarachnis grind either. Well, all in all, let's just say we averaged out today. I don't think I lost any money. I don't think I made any money. I didn't get any pets, and I didn't get any, you know, thing from the clue scrolls other than the Zamrock plate legs, which I will say was a pretty cool moment. So I will take that, and that's about it. So yeah, thank you guys. Actually, I will say we did get a lot of attack XP as well. So there is that. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. A reminder to check out the description below. Creator crafted using code MrNoSleep10. Get you 10% off at checkout. Also, a big thank you to the YouTube channel members. A special shout out to the Mr. Borgia 2, DeceptionZ, DaeDogGaming, xXzoticx, and Gentle Jester. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Sleep out.